Well, how about this? What's your reaction to this, Coach?
Anytime you can be with Coach Rutledge and Coach Arnold, that's pretty cool. Right? They're the two of the guys that made coaching very important to me, and they were very important in our success as coaches and why we believe in what we do. And it's just a testimony to both those guys. It's an honor for them both to be here. That's pretty cool.
Hunter was saying that you told him when you read it you couldn't put it down, and that he really nailed the essence of the story. Can you share your reaction with us about to the book?
Yeah, well, when I went to the book signing back in Gilmer, everybody kept asking what I thought about the book, and I was kind of embarrassed that I hadn't read the book, right? So I went home that night and just sat down about 10 to start reading one chapter, and 4 hours later I put it down, and I'd read it all. And he did a really good job of just explaining really the heart of why we do what we do. And I think it's pretty cool just because so many times as college coaches, we're known for saying one thing and doing something different, but it just kind of shows all the words that I've been saying since I've been here. There is a history that's really true, and trust me, not every decision I made the last 32 years has been good, but he at least put all the good ones in there.
And how did he find you as this process got underway?
He was coaching in East Texas and at a rival school of ours down the street, and then he became a college coach at Baylor. And I think the story goes that compliance would not let him write a book on basketball, so he had to do it on football. I think he studied 6 programs, and we were just lucky enough that he chose ours. And I don't think he knew that 8 years later I was going to be at UTSA, and we just won a conference championship and had the success that we've had. But man, he deserves it. He's an unbelievable human. He has a great heart, and he did a really great job on the book.
And for those of us in South Texas, what is it about East Texas football? What makes it stand out?
It's literally kind of like Friday Night Lights. I mean, there's not much to the cities, or if you want to even call them cities, towns, maybe a couple of red lights. And it's one of those kind of deals. It's the last one out. Turn out the lights on Friday night because there's nobody going to be in the town. So it's just very important. There's not a lot to do, and football's just almost like a religion. And it's important in San Antonio too. I don't want to dare make it sound like it's not. It's just different in the sense there's just not a lot to do in East Texas. Our biggest city is Longview or Tyler, which is about 100,000. Well, here, our city's a city in itself.
And for anybody that buys the book, that Genesis is kind of around your 2014 Gilmer season, is that kind of the deal?
That's what he did a really cool job of, is just kind of using our program back in high school as the focal point, and then he told a lot of spin-off stories, which I liked that because when I read it, it wasn't a whole lot about me. I can't imagine what somebody'd say about me in a book that long.
Does it take you back to those days? Did you have like instant memories of that year?
Especially the drive home, just going home. It's about a 7-hour drive, and when you're a football coach, and I'm sure in y'all's profession as well, you're on to the next problem. So you very rarely look back. And it really forced me to go down memory lane, especially the drive back home, because I'd already read the book. So I went down there kind of just going, wow, this is kind of crazy that I'm going back home and what I've kind of been through here with you guys. And then when I read the book and drove back, it really inspired me to let's write another book, right? Let's make a 15-year run here in the city and see if maybe one day we look back at it and just see how comparative that would be. I would take 5 trips to championship games and 3 championship wins in the next 15 years if I could sign up right now.
And so this book could be a tool maybe for young coaches and the way they want to develop and their ideals and philosophies and stuff.
I hope so. I admitted a lot of failures in there, things I messed up on, mistakes I made along the way. And hopefully you learn from history and I don't repeat those mistakes here.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Jeff.
Thank y'all.